up on High Now Daily, we got revamped cocktail menu from Valor Hawaii here to mix it up in studio.
Plus, Access Surf stops by. Find out more how this local organization is connecting people with the healing powers of the ocean.
Then, Honolulu is showing off their local jewelry creations.
This and more right now on High Now Daily.
Hey, how's it, Aloha gang? Welcome to High Now Daily. I'm Kainoa Carlson.
And I'm Lauren Turi, and we have a fabulous show set up for you. But Kainoa, I'm feeling a little nervous here.
I know, I am a little bit too right now, but we're gonna kick it off with some self-care, right? That's what today's about.
Self-care and some breath work. So I have the honor of introducing Eric Rosso, who is one of the owners at Yoga Room Hawaii. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
How's it, Eric?
All right, so for anyone who is unfamiliar with what breath work is, can you just lay down the foundation for us?
So technically, your breath is connected to everything. Think about when you're angry, when you're crying, when you're laughing really hard, it's all there. So we have the ability to go into our subconscious and help us solve problems that your conscious mind can't do. And what I do is I teach people how to breathe in a certain way so they can have this transformative psychedelic without the medicine.
Yes. all breath.
And basically what it's gonna do is anything that can come up, it'll reduce your stress and anxiety. It'll increase your peace and happiness. It'll, rewire your brain so that you can have more clarity. It will free yourself of negative thoughts. Every single time is different.
And who doesn't need all of what Eric just said right now, right?
I
Just
know,
better ways to be more efficient, more relaxed. Eric, we were talking a little bit previously. There's different types of breath work, right? Because everything's a little different, right?
Right. So there's a guy named Wim Hof. So he does these cold plunges into the ice bath. So he does an 11-minute breath work to get you prepared for the ice bath. I don't do that. So I do a breath work to get you inward and get you into this to have a cathartic experience. So it's a little bit different. So there's a lot of different forms of breath work, lots of different types of yoga, as we know. So that's what I do. It's mostly called the holotropic breath work.
And it is insane. We are going to have you demo that in a second, but I have to say that I've actually been to one of Eric's breathwork classes, and it truly is a transformative experience. So Eric, can you talk a little bit about where people can go and find these workshops?
Well, I've been posted on my website, breathworkwitheric.com, but I'm definitely doing a breathwork class at least once a month at the Yoga Room, Hawaii, and you can just sign up. It's $31, to sign up to do about an hour and a half. And I'll frame the class for about 15 minutes, tell people what's gonna happen, because some stuff that could happen in the breath work, like technique, like for any reason at all, you can have what they call T-Rex hands. All right, and you have no control of it.
I know.
And again, I'm doing this right now, right?
No, but you have to do about 30 minutes of this breath work in order to get there. And we'll do other different modalities to try to create some kind of an experience for you.
How long are these breathwork classes that take place? You mentioned the first 15 as you kind of explain.
I explain what's going to happen, and then there's a lot of emotion, first of all, but it's about a 30-minute, and then you hold your breath as long as you possibly can. Because your body is oxygenated, you can hold your breath for like 4 minutes. People don't realize that.
It's insane. You really have to experience it. And what Eric is talking about is the reason why he has headphones, and I know you brought them just to show, but in the room, you can actually sometimes hear people laughing, crying, all kinds of emotions in the room. It's insane.
So emotions are gonna come up. People are gonna cry. And I always tell the men, especially, because men have been told to run away from those tears. I say, go towards it. Okay, and then you're gonna get through it, and then you're gonna have some kind of clarity from that. You're gonna hear angry people getting angry, and that's a good thing too. So there's a chart, par is courage. The very bottom is shame and guilt, at the very top is happiness and joy. 2 notches down is anger. Okay, so if you're feeling anger, it's actually a good thing. But there's always something under that anger, like some fear of something that's causing the anger, but you got to go through it. And then you have people that will just laugh uncontrollably. Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, so I think in our last amount of time, if you can we'll just do the little setup, basic setup
yeah,
here.
so what is the setup?
For Kainoa.
So I have these headphones where you'll be able to hear music and my voice. I do a lot of affirmations.
Have a lie down over there.
Let's get these.
Put the eye blinds on so that you can go inward.
Oh, ooh.
Okay.
The full experience that you can get in just 1 minute, though.
Okay, here we go. I'm gonna get these mics. I'm gonna transition them right here.
So take your eye blinds off just for a second. This is a mouthpiece.
Okay.
And it's designed to keep your mouth open the whole time.
Wow, okay.
That's what we're trying to do. Just don't bite on it, just put your lips on it.
Gotcha.
Okay? And I know it sounds weird, okay? People steal that because they want to do this at home. Okay? So I know people like that. It's just
I'm
designed to
keeping
keep
this one. Can I have this one?
And then you put
go on.
the headphones on, you hear music, my affirmations, I tell you to breathe, I'll teach you how to breathe in a certain way, and then you're in your own little journey. And that's how we do it.
And basically the way you instruct it, you're taking more oxygen in than you are letting go of.
So the whole idea is that you just swallow the balloon. And so when you breathe, your stomach expands, and then it goes up your chest, and then you just let the exhale go, and there's nothing to the exhale. So it's, and it's faster than your regular breathing.
Try it out. With the tummy,
So
with the tummy.
you just swallowed a balloon, expand the belly on the inhale, up the chest, let the exhale, just let it go.
Inhale, yeah.
And you're gonna do that for about 30 minutes.
30 minutes, can you imagine that?
Whew, cardio.
Cardio, yeah.
There you go.
Well, we'll give you a break, but you did a good job. That's
Great job.
pretty good form, right? And I will say one thing that we didn't talk about, we'll give you a rest there. But one thing that we didn't talk about, and one of my favorite parts of your workshop is the after part, where everybody gets to share, or if you want to, you don't have to, but share their experience and what they experience in that time.
And the good thing about that, everybody's story, everybody's journey is different.
Yeah.
Everybody's journey is different.
30 minutes though, like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's gonna be a
It's a workout.
Yeah, that's gonna be a transformative
But we'll do
experience.
things like, I do this toning, which is you slap the ground and yell at the top of your lungs 3 times during this. And it's kind of like the haka, The haka is like this release of energy, So we do things like that to try to bring things out.
I'm fascinated as well. Like, how often should people maybe be doing breath work? Is this something that you're looking to do weekly, daily?
You do it daily if you wanted to. I mean, it's breath work on steroids. I mean, it's meditation on steroids. That's what it really is.
Absolutely. And then, make sure last time website information for everybody.
breathworkwitheric.com. Check it out right now. I have, I got a breathwork coming up at Yoga Room in March. This weekend, I'm going to be Island Power Yoga on Maui. So.
All right, yeah. So
thank you.
transformative experience.
Yeah,
Make sure you
man,
check him
31
out.
minutes like that.
You're watching High Now Daily. We'll be right back. We're gonna keep breathing over here. Stay with us. Aloha and welcome back to Hi Now Daily. Now we got Honolulu Creations in the house. Cheryl Lee, who is the creator behind this, and as you can see, Honolulu, very clever spelling there.
Thank you.
Cheryl, do you mind just sharing about your business and about the name? What goes into all of this beauty right here?
Yeah, sure. So today I brought some earrings, necklaces, bracelets, and everything is completely handmade by me using natural beauties. So I use a wide range of flowers, fruit, and even coffee beans.
Wow, I really love what you've done here. Everything looks so real too. Do you mind just sharing a little bit about your creative process?
Yeah, sure. So I carefully preserve the flowers and fruit in their original color and shape, and I cover them with resin layer by layer so they can be durable and vibrant for years.
Oh, how long does something like that take?
From 30 minutes to hours, like the ones, the orchids ones, they take like 2 hours.
Oh my gosh, I cannot even imagine working with something this delicate. Like,
it takes a lot of patience.
I don't know if I would be able to achieve this result that you have, but truly such stunning pieces. I know that you also have a unique background. Do you mind sharing, how some of your occupation has also played into the creations that we have on the table?
Yeah, of course. So I actually have degrees in psychology, and I deeply believe that like what we wear is not just looking pretty. It's a self-expression, and it can be a source of comfort and hope. So I want to inspire people by wearing the real flower jewelry. They can appreciate the beauty of nature in our everyday lives.
Wow, that is so beautiful. And as you can see, I'm actually wearing one of her designs right now. Do you mind sharing what went into this specific piece that I have on?
So these are Paris daisies, and I press them in a pressed book, so they're flat, and and then the cover with resin, and it's original color, like a pinkish purple.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
And thank you for picking that out. She matched my outfit for today. And I have to say, I totally feel that energy with me. Like, I feel happy, I feel more vibrant. I think you're totally accomplishing what your mission is set out to do. I also know that you have, future dreams and plans for collaborations.
Yes, so moving forward, I'm hoping to collaborate with boutique stores and coffee shops, and to bring my pieces to more people to inspire them to appreciate our daily lives.
Wow, okay, so coffee shops, store owners, you know who to hit up. And I'm curious, do you ever get like custom requests or, collaborations in that realm when you're designing?
I can take customer orders. I actually take some orders from my returning customers, from the craft fairs. Like sometimes I make the blue hydrangeas into bracelets, or like I also get flowers from their weddings.
Oh,
yeah, so
that is such a good idea.
Yeah, so they can keep their cherished moment forever.
Wow, yeah, wow, that almost gives me chicken skin to hear about that preservation. That is so special. Okay, so for anyone who wants more information or would maybe want to customize something like that, what is your best advice for that?
So you can find me online at honolulucreations.com, and I also like to meet my customers in person. So I also go to craft fairs all over the island, and you can check out my schedule at my Instagram, Honolulu Creations.
All right, Cheryl, thank you so much. Make sure you give her a follow. I'm going to toss things over to Kainoa.
Hey, mahalo ladies, back over here on set, joined right now by Sharina Leong from Kama'aina Kids, local organization many of us here in Hawaii know and have been a part of for a long time. Welcome in.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, mahalo for being here. So for Kama'aina Kids, we're going to be talking today about how we're preparing keiki at the earliest ages. So let's talk a little bit about the training that goes into the staff for Kama'aina Kids and what kind of sets it apart from other providers.
Right, so for our training, we do have to make sure that they're properly trained. We do offer CCEI training, which kind of gives them the foundation that they need. Mostly it's for the in-demand training, like if there's something that happens in the classroom that they're not sure how to handle, they can always go back to that. But we also have required training as well that we're required by DHS and also our accreditation that we hold.
Very important. And then what makes the approach, especially to early education, the model that Kama'aina Kids does specifically so unique?
right? So we make sure that our lead teachers, all of them will either have a college degree or they're going to have a CDA credential that makes them lead teacher qualified in the classroom. And then we just make sure that our other supporting staff also gets trained in the proper ways.
Oh, it's all about the cake. And how does Come On the Kids actually help to Kokua and prepare children for that big world of kindergarten?
So kindergarten readiness, we do different kind of skills, life skills, also making sure that they're ready socially, emotionally. Being able to get along is sometimes more important than the academic part, and meeting the child where they're at. Just making sure that we have them ready as a whole to go into kindergarten and be ready for that, making sure that we have the strong foundation, the academic skills that they need, holding the pencil correctly, being able to speak and get along with others.
It's all the things that you don't think about, even like flexibility, like the dexterity with holding the pencils and
Right.
continuing to learn more about that as well. Also, there's it's continuing to grow, the need for infant
Right.
and toddler care.
Yeah.
How is Come On the Kids working to address that much needed service?
Infant and toddler care is always in such high demand. We are expanding programs. We're also trying to expand the classrooms that we have within our programs to accommodate more families, making sure that we can take in children that are on the long wait list so more people can get back to work.
Yeah, absolutely. And when you think about it as well, I mean, 6 weeks, oftentimes that's what the maternity is, and that's not a lot of time, which doesn't
Right.
leave a lot of options for parents.
Right, yeah. And so because of our wait lists are so long, a lot of them will go on the wait list when they find out they're expecting, and just getting all of that in line beforehand. And then when we do have them come into our classrooms, we do use our parent communication app, which really helps a lot, especially if you're dropping off your child in the morning and they're crying, and the teachers are able to send messages, they're able to send pictures. 5 minutes after you're gone, they're happy and they're playing,
Yeah.
they're in a center, they're engaged.
I have toddlers. You're speaking my language right now. That's right. We like to be involved throughout the day and finding out how they're doing. And let's talk a little bit more about some of the accreditations that you mentioned as well. Some of the employee benefits as well that are available for those who are part of Come On Kids. And just, again, what sets it apart and really makes it unique for people who are in the market right now looking for care.
Right. So we are NEPCA accredited, and that does hold different kind of things that we need to do. We need to make sure that they're trained annually. We have monthly trainings. We have annual trainings that focus on health safety and just giving them the tools that they need to be in the classroom. We also offer tuition reimbursements for our staff that we have. We have classes that they can take. We do offer full CDA, if you're getting your CDA, we do
awesome.
pay the full amount for that.
Yeah, so again, really supporting the employees who are part of the Come On Kids Ohana as
Right.
well. If people want to get more information, I mean, you mentioned there's the infant toddler care, different programs that are getting kids set up for kindergarten. What's the best way to learn more about Come On?
You can go to our website, www.comeonkids.com. There you can find all of our schools that we have. You can also find information about our intercessions, our school age programs, and what we have available.
Perfect, Sharina, thank you so much. And for more info about Come On Kids as well, we'll have it up at highNowDaily.com. We'll be right back. Great job.
Aloha and welcome back to Hi Now Daily. Now I've got a big treat with me. I got Tyler Kimura, the owner of Always Best Care of Honolulu, here with me. Thank you so much for being here today.
Yeah, happy to be here. First time on the show. I'm very excited.
We're happy to have you. So we're here to talk about kupuna care, but a little bit different than, what a senior living facility. So first off, can you just talk about what Always Best Care is and how you're really an innovative solution?
Sure. So, there's a lot of great facilities out there and they play a critical role in our community. But a lot of people, for the most part, would rather stay at home and basically age in place. So that's where we come in. So Always Best Care, we are a licensed home care agency and a home health agency. So, our mission is to enhance the quality of life for our clients and provide services that help promote independence, dignity, individuality, and confidence. At that stage in life, a lot of people, they feel those things are kind of slipping away. So we are able to achieve all of that by providing a wide range of services. So some of the services that we offer are companionship. A lot of our clients are very active and, they like to go holo holo with our caregivers and go have lunch, go to the mall, sometimes go to a concert. These things happen. But sometimes they need a little help around the house. So light housekeeping, cleaning the bathroom, preparing meals, reminding about medication and staying hydrated. And some of our clients need even more care where they need help going to the bathroom, getting out of bed. Sometimes they're bed bound, so they need assistance there. So we can help with the activities of daily living.
That's really incredible. And I think what you highlighted there is just like really how no matter what stage you are in life, whether you're super active or maybe need a lot more assistance, you have everything for our kupuna. So specifically, just talking about that flexibility for schedules, what does that look like?
Well, a lot of companies, they only accept shifts that are, say, 8 hours or more, and some only do 4. But, it's my philosophy to see if we can help everyone. So we don't have minimums. There's no long-term contracts with us. If you need a 1-hour bathing shift, then, we can provide that as well. So we have clients that just use us for 1 hour a day or, once a week or round-the-clock 24/7 care. So we want to help out everyone.
Okay, and speaking of that care, I know, sometimes things can get expensive, so do you mind just sharing what the flexibility is? I also know you have a VA program.
Yeah, so as far as payment, most people pay out of pocket, but if you're lucky enough to have long-term care insurance, that can pay for our services.
That's awesome.
We are contracted with the VA, not many companies are, so if you have benefits there, you can take advantage of that.
And going in a little bit more on that payment plan, I know you have future plans of potentially working with insurance. Do you want to talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, so in addition to the personal care, non-medical, we're also licensed to do skilled nursing and other therapies like physical therapy, occupational, and speech. And Medicare and insurance is right around the corner, and we'll be able to provide both skilled services as well as the non-medical.
Awesome. And when people or families need a little bit more, like a living facility, what is your kind of guidance as far as that goes?
So just give us a call and we can help point them in the right direction. We can help bridge the gap. If staying at home is no longer a safe option, we can help them find a facility or a small care home to move into. And there's no cost to our clients to, for us to provide those services.
Oh my gosh, Tyler, that's amazing. Well, thank you so much for everything that you're doing for our kupuna. If they want to get in touch with you or learn more about your services, where do they go?
Yeah, just give us a call anytime. Even if it's outside of our scope of business, we can at least provide valuable information and at the very minimum point you in the right direction. So just go to our website, alwaysbestcareoahu.com. Our number is on there. Just give us a call anytime.
Awesome. Well, Tyler, thank you so much for being here. And I got to shout something out. Those shoes, let's see them. Holy smokes, he's committed right there. That's it, Tyler. It's such an honor to have you. Great job.
Thank you.
How's it, Aloha Gang, and welcome back to High Now Daily. Joining us now is Kara Short, the Executive Director for Access Surf. This wahine in the middle is a surfer, a paddler, a kayaker, a Hawaii Waterman Hall of Famer, the list goes on, and the very first Native Hawaiian Paralympian, and Yoshida, welcome in.
Thank you. Hi.
It's many things. I wanted to make sure we had that intro, but
You got it all.
very happy to have you folks joining us here today. Kara, what's new with Access Surf? You're doing so much to support so many in the local community. What's happening?
Well, always lots of things with Access Surf, but a few big highlights for us right now are some new programs. Well, they're actually expanded programs. So we do surfing, swimming, and canoe. But because there's such a high demand and we really have a small team, we've been struggling to how do we fulfill the need in the community. So this year we're doing several partnerships. So we're able to do more programs. So we're partnering with the Rehab of the Pacific to do some swim programs. So now we're able to do monthly swim programs, when before we could only do quarterly. And really big news for us is we have now expanded to Maui. It's our first neighbor island ongoing program. So we have an organization that we're partnering with over there. So 25 is a big year for us.
Wow, congratulations. and Access Surf is something you've been part of for a long time. How is it integrated in terms of you, in so many ways, inspiring so many people who you're now getting a chance to work really close with?
Oh yeah, I mean it's huge, right? I think the biggest thing is about the identity, right? So I was in a position where my identity I thought was lost, and that identity, you know, an athlete to an athlete, right? The identity of being an athlete is huge, and it's like really like the drive in your life and things like that. And so when I got paralyzed, I didn't have that. I thought that I wasn't going to be able to be an athlete or, you know, be a surfer or a swimmer or anything until we started forming Access Surf. Got that identity back, and there is power within identity. Yeah, I was able to get my education, you know, go and compete in worldwide things, and yeah, so it's
What
really
was that
great.
like for you, being able to transition at that point in your life to then being able to represent your country, being the first Native Hawaiian Paralympian as well, and knowing the deep connection that we as Hawaiians have to the ocean as well?
Yeah, oh, it's a lot of responsibility.
Pulling on a big time.
Yeah. You know, it's one thing like to be a representative of like who you are, but when people, and even like a representative of an organization like Access Surf, you know, I was, you know, everything has steps, right? And so I had to learn with Access Surf. I grew up with Access Surf really, and it kind of taught me how to like be in the public and share the things that I have and not feel scared or bashful about the things that I was doing. It's huge to be the one to represent a sport, and there is a lot of kuleana in that. And I think now my role is changing too now that I'm kind of retired from all of that, and I'm able to like help and coach and give perspective and innovate programming and equipment too. So there's a lot, and I think it's going to be ongoing throughout my life, and that's really the power in identity, right?
Yeah, absolutely. That is awesome. Kara, going back to you, let's talk a little bit more, expand, if you will, a little bit more on these collaborations and some of the different initiatives that are continuing to take place.
Yeah, thank you. Like I said before, part of it came out of that need, right? Our programs are already quite full. We do a lot of programs, but we know that we need to do more. So we're like, how do we do that? Well, we can't do it all. So why don't we partner with some of our already community partners? So the Rehab Hospital of the Pacific is a great example. They've got an amazing facility. It's warm water, which is a big highlight for us. And we're working with their team. So now they're able to do even more programs as well. So it's not just always Access Surf. You know, it's through our lens and with some of our expertise in our area, but now we're able to provide more programs, you know, across the state. So that's really what it's all about. You know, it's about access and people getting in the water and what have you. But we, you know, luckily we're able to do that now. We're able to share. And with our partner on Maui, this is very exciting because they are already doing keiki programs, but the adaptive side is new. So it's a whole new world. And, you know, we hope to keep growing and doing that more. And we're even working more on advocacy stuff now too. So we've been working with DLNR and the Waikiki Business Improvement Association to getting more permanent beach mats. So it's not just have to be access surf programs, that people can have access all the time.
Yeah, absolutely. Accessibility is such an important part of that. How do people get more information about Access Surf? We got the big event that's coming up in May. What's the best way to do it?
Well, the big event in May is our Hawaii Adaptive Surfing Championships, International Adaptive Surf Competition, and everyone can just follow us online at accesssurf.org, and then of course Instagram and Facebook.
Well, there you go. Hey, Kara, Ed, thank you so much. What a pleasure. And again, for more information about Access Surf, we'll have it up at HighNowDaily.com. We'll be right back.
All right, it is time to keep it fresh. We got Hawaiian Vinegar Company in the house. Brandon Askew, thank you so much for being here.
My pleasure.
Okay, so master vinegar maker, mixologist, mastermind behind the brand. Tell me all about your company for anyone who doesn't know.
Well, Hawaiian Vinegar and Spice Company, our mission is to rescue fruits and vegetables from farmers. We're taking their off grades, we're juicing them, I brew wine, and then from the wine I brew vinegar.
Amazing. And for anyone who maybe doesn't understand that partnership fully, do you mind even breaking it down further to like the process of making the products that are here on the table?
Of course, of course. So once we have the wine, we then go into a second fermentation process that we use to produce our vinegars. As you can see over here, we have some of our specialty vinegars, sugarcane, cacao, and distilled vinegar. Also with vinegar, we make shrubs, and a shrub is a sweet drinking vinegar. The vinegar is then mixed with sugar and delicious local flavors that makes a great syrup for mocktails, cocktails, salad dressings.
Wow, so it really does it all. I have to tell you, I don't think I've ever heard of cacao vinegar.
For sure. Well, cacao vinegar is delicious. We're taking the juice of cacao, we're brewing a wine with that, and then we ferment that again into the cacao nectar vinegar. It has a really earthy flavor, and if you pay attention, you might actually get some chocolate out of it.
Wow, okay, so a lot of people have told me like health benefits of drinking apple cider vinegar. Is this like accomplishing basically the same thing?
It sure is. So our vinegars and our shrubs are all live and probiotic, so they're good for your gut and digestion.
Nice, okay, and you brought in a little something.
Yeah.
Do you mind sharing me what you're gonna mix up today?
Well, today we're gonna start with our sakura shrub, which is Kanagawa cherry blossoms that we're going to be making into a shrub soda.
That sounds lovely. And cherry blossom, that's pretty perfect timing considering the season is right around the corner.
It's already upon us. You know, it comes sooner and sooner every year.
What is the inspiration behind the different flavors that you create?
So we like to work with local as much as possible. So you're going to
Absolutely.
see different shrubs that are coming from our herbs that are all growing right here on Oahu. And then also too, we use the fruits and juices that are coming from our local farmers.
And what you were saying is this is pretty much, there is no alcohol in this, is that correct?
That's correct. This
Okay.
is a mocktail, but it would also pair great with some of your standard spirits. Why don't you
So
give this a
with
try?
or without? Ooh, okay, let's smell it first. Oh my gosh, it's fragrant just like sakura. That's
you go.
amazing. Okay, wait, I have to try it now. Oh my, this is my jam. I love this. It kind of gives like a bit of a kombucha vibe, but it's also like not as you know when they have the I don't know, it's not like gullah gullahs, but like
Yeah.
kind of like that in kombucha. It's without that, so it's nicer, it's easier.
That's
Feels
right.
like easy sipping.
You're getting the zing flavor from the acetic acid from the vinegar, but you're also getting all that deliciousness from the sakura.
This is awesome. Oh my gosh, and you have another one.
Let me bring out the pineapple
Okay.
mint. This is one of our original flavors. It's our standard. Everybody loves this.
Nice. And how much are you putting in just for anyone who maybe wants to make this at home?
So the recipe that we have on our bottles, our website, is going to be a half an ounce to shrub to about 4 to 6 ounces of liquid.
Okay.
So that's what we're doing here, half an ounce. And then I'm going to put in over ice about 4 to 6 ounces of soda water,
Perfect.
a gentle stir.
So really easy too for people who want to make this at home. And I'm guessing you could also make it hot or use regular water too.
So another good recipe for the shrubs, we have a basil ginger shrub, and that's really good with mamaki tea. So you can have that iced or hot, and it's a really good evening tea.
I love this. This is totally up my alley. It is so delicious. You guys have got to give this a try. Now, I know you also have opportunities for people to come to you. Can you talk about that?
Of course, so we have our shop in Wahiawa. It's right next to Barrio Cafe and Kilani Bakery. Hawaiian Vinegar Company's shop is called The Vinegery, a nice play on the word of like a winery. So we'd like you to come in and taste the different flavors that we have, see how we actually are making our products right there in the shop in Wahiawa, and then get the chance to meet us.
How cool. Well, thank you so much. And if people maybe don't live here, what are their opportunities to shop you?
Well, great. Some of the places you can find us, of course, on our website and on our social media. But you could also find us, if you're visiting Hawaii, you could also find us on the North Shore at Haipai. You can also find us at Halekulani and then at the Kohana Tasting Room.
All right, so lots of amazing local collaborations with other businesses, and of course your amazing partnerships with the farmers that are making your products possible.
Thank you. If we have a chance, I'd love to say that we're going to be scaling our productions any minute. We're going to be at the new Wahiawa Value Added Product Development Center, where we can then scale up how much we make.
Oh my gosh, well congratulations. We were just there the other week. It's phenomenal what they're able to accomplish. So we look forward to shopping even more in the future.
Awesome.
Brandon, thank you so much for being here. Make sure you give them a follow, check their website out, and go to their tasting room. This stuff is awesome.
Mahalo.
All right, you're watching High Now Daily, and we'll be right back.
How's it, Aloha gang? We're back over here at City Mill with a special guest today. He's a filmmaker, local entrepreneur, and local business owner. We got Andrew Tran. Welcome in, bro.
Hey, thank you. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you too, man. So what brings you into City Mill? Today we're talking about DIY, do-it-yourself projects. You a big DIY guy?
I am. I mean, started from a young age with my dad. He kind of got me involved with all of the projects that he was doing. So it's like nice to be involved and, get hands-on. And I like working with my hands. So it's nice to be able to like build things and fix things and work on things.
Definitely, it kind of gives you that sense of accomplishment,
Yes,
knowing
yeah,
that
I
you
did
built
it.
it.
Yeah,
I did it, and I can do it. Over here on the table, we got some good starter stuff. Like, what do you recommend for some of these tools for the average DIY project?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, every project kind of has its own set of tools that you would need, but I would say like these tools in general could be used for any project, right? Like a good measuring tape. Always good to be precise on measurements. You want to measure twice, cut once. So,
eyeballing is only good for
Yeah.
cocktails and other things like that. You want a measuring tape to be exact,
yes,
right?
yes. Especially when you're cutting something, you want to measure. It's good for a bunch of things. So having a good tape measure is good in your kit. Socket kit, good tool kit. A leveler, obviously, you want things to be level. You don't want to put up a shelf and like not level it and be like, oh, that's kind of crooked. So a good level kit. And then a speed square. I think a lot of people don't know what this is, but I have this in my kit. I recommend this for everyone. You can put it up against a piece of wood, draw a straight 90-degree angle. You got a 45-degree angle. There's a bunch of other tools and guides you can do on here too. So it's a really good tool to have. It's good for straight lines.
You're the owner of Valor, which is a great
Yes.
local spot over here
Yeah.
as well. You actually use some of these tools to build. Yeah?
Yes. So I mean, that was the most recent project we kind of worked on. It was cool, to work with the contractors. And my partner Chris is actually also a carpenter, so we were spitballing like that and working together on that. And we were able to like do some parts of the bar, the front of the bar. You see the slats. We put that up manually. It was cool. It was nice to be able to like work on things. And when we were cutting the slats, it was good to have this, right? Like draw that straight line and cut it straight. So if you look at the slats, I'm pretty sure they're straight.
There you go. And that's a big reason
It's
why.
because of this. Thank you.
The power drill is so versatile. You can do like a million different things with it.
Yes. This is something I recommend everyone has in their household. Whether you do projects every day or like, every so often, it's nice to have because like nobody has time to manually screw things. The power tool, you can use it to drill holes, you can screw things, you can assemble things, you can disassemble things, and it just saves you time. Very fast and good for things. So 2 tools here. This is a good kit from City Mill actually. This has a good power drill. You can drill, you can change the power to do different things. If you're doing like a lighter thing, you can do in one. You can even drill. This is like another impact driver. It's smaller. It has more torque than a power drill. So if you have budget for both of these, I would get this too because like its main purpose is to drive screws in.
All right, now we got a good variety of tools over here on the table. What is your advice for the first-time DIYer? Like, where's a good place to start?
Honestly, there's so many resources out there now, whether it's online or in person, especially in Hawaii, City Mill, locally owned, local friendly staff. So when you come in, find someone, ask them for help. They have a lot of knowledge and advice. So come in, tell them what you're working on, and they'll take care of you.
Aloha and welcome back to Hi Now Daily. Now, what do they say? It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Yeah, it's about Pauhana time on this Aloha Wednesday.
We got Valor Hawaii in the house. Of course, Chris Dingley, one of the co-owners of their incredible establishment, and Jamie Lynn Gomes. Thank you so much for being here.
Oh, thank you for having us.
Okay, so Valor Hawaii, for anyone that hasn't been, can you tell us all about it?
So we're a bar. We hit our 1 year coming up this May.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
Yep.
congratulations.
So we hit the ground running really fast, but we wanted to open up kind of a bar there in the food court. Well, we provide entertainment, we do industry night, country night, but we wanted to do premium cocktails without the premium price. So we don't think that you should have to, have a special night out or go to a high-end establishment to enjoy good cocktails. We wanted to, support the community and give them a place to go hang out, have a Pauhana drink, and just come talk to story with our bartenders and meet people how bars used to be back in the day.
I love it. We're actually looking at some video, and that place be bumping,
It
man.
is bumping.
Kelly Boy de Lima, the green. And I'm fascinated as well, man. Stepping into that space, had anyone utilized that area previously like that?
No, not at all. That used to be the hub. So it used to be just food court tables. And when we were opening up, we didn't really know exactly how we were gonna get to where we're at now. So, me, Evan, and Andrew, we had painter's tape painting down. This is where the stage is gonna go. This is where the bar is gonna go. Jamie was one of our first staff members. She helped us build the staff that we have today. And we're only successful because of our staff and the community support that we've had.
Yeah, no, it's awesome. The very first time I went to Valor, and you stepped down there, you've been there previously when it was the food court. So to see the concerts there, the stage, and it gets bumping in there, man. It is a cool spot, so congratulations.
Absolutely.
I know, I feel like I met you when it was just the dream, and to see all this come to life is truly, truly incredible.
I appreciate that.
Now, Jamie, I know that you're also part of a new cocktail menu, right? Yeah,
Yep,
so she's gonna get started on some things, is that correct?
So right now we have one cocktail already pre-made. So this is a cereal milk. You probably get started on some of these other cocktails.
You said that's why, Chris?
So it's a cereal milk clarified margarita that actually Jamie created herself for a wedding a couple weeks ago. So we just take Fruit Loop cereal, clarify it with a margarita, and then we filter out the cereal from it in the milk, and then you have a clear margarita right there. Right now she's working on, we have a drink called the Chunky Monkey, and then a Blush Battalion, so it's a gin cocktail. Everybody loves banana, everybody loves chocolate and peanut butter. So those are the flavors you'll get from there.
Chunky Monkey.
Yeah, that used to be my nickname too when I was. That's a good-looking cocktail. And then Jamie, Chris, what was kind of the approach when you were thinking about revamping the cocktail list? Were you kind of looking at it and think, all right, let's innovate here, and what flavors were you guys looking for?
Yeah, so we started off, there was a lot going on when we first opened Valor. The cocktail menu we had, we've been open over 6 months now, is kind of, do something different. We still have our, classic espresso martini flight that everybody comes to love. We still have our smoked old fashioned. Here we have a new one called the Kalani. So if you would like to smoke this, we'll just turn
Okay,
this
wait,
on.
can you show me how to work this?
You just press this button right
good
here.
things are happening.
Okay.
And smoke
Lauren's
right
got a
there.
torch.
Let's go,
Yeah,
baby.
there's some wood in there.
So Kalani, he was,
How much do I smoke it?
just keep going. Once you
Keep
start
going.
seeing smoke come out of the box, then we'll stop there, and then Kainoa, you can open it.
Oh, okay.
But this was Kalani's favorite. So Kalani, he's really one of the main reasons why we were able to open Valor. Unfortunately, he passed away a couple weeks ago, so we want to put his favorite cocktail at the top of our cocktail list, and that's what you're smoking right now. And the Kainoa, whenever you're ready, you can go ahead and open that.
Okay, let's go ahead and.
This is like a full experience.
Oh, yeah.
Holy smokes! Literally.
Yeah.
So that is a peach brandy and Traveler's whiskey smoked
goodness.
cocktail with
That is
peach.
gorgeous.
It also smells fantastic.
Is it a glow?
Chiave wood, yep. So it's a motion sensor light that we put on there. Smoked with Chiave and cinnamon.
Love it. Can
Yeah,
I
go ahead, try it.
get
Absolutely.
in here?
Okay, I'm gonna try the Chunky Monkey.
Wowzer.
Okay.
That is so cool.
Look
That's
how
awesome.
pretty
This is
these
an
are. There's
experience.
a lot of
Cheers.
detail in all of this.
So you can get these drinks during the daytime, all the way up till the mall closes.
This is fantastic. And then
is good.
often too, and I do love my old fashions, but the peach integration in there is a little bit different.
It is. It's,
Yeah,
it's kind of like
I
a
like it.
riff. Yep.
This is right up my alley. I
Mm-hmm.
feel like, oh my gosh, it's like childhood in your mouth, but not, because it's got a little extra in there.
I love it. I love
And
it.
then this is a blush battalion, so we got Tanqueray, we got Italicus, we got a little pomegranate in there, and then we float a little rose on top.
Ooh, yeah, it smells super refreshing. What was the spirit base in this one?
So Tanqueray gin.
Very nice.
Oh yeah, that's
Cocktails,
really
they're like
floral,
art.
fragrant, lovely. Now I want to ask, what is the inspiration behind the refresh for you?
So a lot of people who are coming by, they really love our cocktails. They really love the entertainment. So we have a great staff now, and we have enough storage space to bring in all these kinds of liquors and stuff. And a lot of people is telling us stuff that they like. So we kind of took everybody's opinions and everybody's feedback and just kind of revamped these cocktails with the feedback that we got that people actually wanted. We'll get a lot of bourbon drinkers. We now have our own Angels Envy private select barrel for Valor Bar. And then also for late night, we're going to start offering cocktails late night for a section of the bar because everybody comes for entertainment. Like this weekend's going to be extremely busy.
What's happening this weekend?
Tell us.
This is good. So we got 3+ playing on Friday. So come early for that, especially. And then on Saturday, we'll follow that up with Wavy.
We just had, they're awesome. Those are the Big Island Brothers. Yes.
Great singers.
Okay, nice.
And then they're followed by Kanaka Faya. And then next week, we're bringing Fia back home to Oahu. So we got a lot of stuff going on. We got Shaka B doing a song release on Sunday. Then we also have country music on Thursday night. So if you want to learn how to do line dancing, we do that. Wednesday night, we got High Standard. So Brother Mike, he'll be playing every Wednesday night. So that's industry night, half off for industry employees. So the entertainment this year, Evan and Andrew, they did a great job of bringing a lot of good artists back by.
Oh man, 100%, 3+ Wavy, and I love the mix as well. But what I really enjoyed too is kind of the support you guys are giving for a lot of these local artists and musicians, giving them the opportunity. Like we had the battle of the bands take place over there as well. But you're really serving as this great venue, supporting the local community. But for up and coming musicians, man, this is it's got to be special to give them that platform.
Yeah, I mean, it's nice because, when I first moved to Hawaii, I used to listen to them on the beach, playing over the stereo in the vehicle, and now seeing them on the stage here in Valor is actually
at a place
surreal.
you own. That's got to be surreal.
And I don't sing, so at least somebody else is actually getting on that stage. But it's just great seeing all these young local talent. High Wada is a great band that they play there quite often. We love having them by. But also we're trying to do things outside of entertainment as well. We've got bartending competition. We've got one going on tonight, which is the finals. So we're trying to do as much there in that food court to give back to the community. So you're not just coming to get food from Panda Express or Cinnabon. You're having a good drink. You're meeting great people, listening to good music, and just seeing different things happening every day.
Let's cheers to that.
Totally, yeah. Cheers to that. Congratulations on all your successes. Make sure you follow them on Instagram to keep up.
Thanks
See you tomorrow.
Valor.
Hey.